Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Xiang Tianpei, and members of Parliament, Communist Party, comprising 46 celebration of our nation, representing our communities, youth organizations, enterprises, industry, nation success. Their entry significant. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, as our reviewing officer returns to the saluting dais, let's wave our flags and make some noise to show.